Hi, my name is Bridget Alabi. Welcome to the New Eve University, where I teach a New Eve method to support women through the different stages of motherhood. The New Eve method is a Christian human ecology model and is a product of my work as a fertility therapist with countless women, my research as a social scientist, and my studies in theology. And it all began several years ago when I lost my own pregnancy in a stillbirth, and the doctors couldn't tell me why. I wanted to find a way to become a mom, and to help myself and help other women as well to become moms. And it occurred to me then, and still find it very important now, that in order to become the mom that I wanted to be, I needed to be the best version of myself. But what did that mean? As a Christian, it prompted me to go back to the Bible, where I read, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it." In other words, my desire to have a family, your desire to have a family, to make an impact in the world, these are not just selfish desires that we just dreamt of. These were desires placed in us by God. And God is not a hard taskmaster. He's not like the Pharisees who laid heavy burdens on people and not lift a finger to help them. God gave us this mandate because he knew that he had already given us what we needed to be able to achieve it. And when you read in the Bible, after God created Adam and Eve, he looked at his work and he saw that it was very good. In other words, we already had what we needed to be able to have a family, to make an impact. But original sin happened. And with original sin, we lost the natural harmony that God created us with from the very beginning. And as women, I believe we inherited what I call the trifecta of original sin. We were going to have our children in pain, we're going to be dominated by our spouses, and also we're going to share in Adam's consequences where we had to work with sweat and toil. But this is not the end of the story, because even before God gave us those consequences and told us about those consequences, he already promised us salvation. He told the woman that her seed was going to crush the head of the serpent. And in the fullness of time, Jesus Christ came and did exactly that. He reconciled us to the Father. And because he did that, we know that we have what it takes to reclaim that natural harmony that God created us with from the very beginning. Because at the end of the day, this is what the New Eve method is about. Helping us to regain that harmony that we lost at the beginning, to become New Eves. Through my research and my work, I identified 5 elements that were very crucial to helping a woman to regain this balance. The first one is New Eve union, and this is the foundation of everything. We need to connect and reconnect back to the God who created us. And as a Christian, that means going to church, praying, and carrying out all the spiritual exercises and having that relationship with God as much as we can and building that relationship. Because this is the foundation of everything else. Once we connect and regain that union, it's easier for us to have the harmony in other aspects of our lives. The second one is New Eve confidence, and this is about understanding and identifying the mental and emotional blocks that we have. And these are usually as a result of stories we've been told. People have said this, people have said if you're like that, you can't do this, and things like that. And maybe from our own experiences and our own challenges and our own failures, we start to tell ourselves stories that become blocks that stop us from having the family or having the life that God has created us to have. The New Eve Covenant is about identifying those blocks and rewriting those stories based on the fact that it is God who has called us to be fruitful and multiply. And because he has done that, these limitations are not going to stop us. It just means that we rely more on God for what we need to do. So that's the New Eve confidence. I have to say that I'm trying to simplify all of this stuff, all of these things about the confidence and the union. There's so much more to it, but this is just like an overview of the New Eve method. The third element of the New Eve method is the New Eve diet. And this is because we cannot become the best version of ourselves if we are not taking care of our bodies and nourishing ourselves. And we need to do that through food. And it's not just about eating healthy, because anyone can try and Google up how to eat healthy. It's about eating healthy foods for you. So each person is different. Identifying your body's needs. What does my body need right now at this stage of my life, at this stage of the year, at this stage of the month, and making sure that you eat foods that help you that heal you at that point and nourish you so that you're at your optimal best all the time. So that's the New Eve diet. Again, there's so much to unpack there, but this is just an overview. The fourth one is the New Eve rhythm, and this looks at our daily and monthly rhythms, particularly the monthly rhythm. As women, our menstrual cycles are key to our well-being, and this is regardless of whether you're trying to get pregnant or not. If you're trying to get pregnant, we already understand that the better your menstrual cycle, the more regular menstrual cycle, the easier it is for you to get pregnant. But it's not just about that. Your menstrual cycle actually influences your well-being as a woman. So even if you're not actively trying to get pregnant right now, even if you're here because you already have your family and you just want to improve yourself, you want to be able to become the best mom possible to your children, maintain a good work-life balance, your menstrual cycle is also very important to your well-being. And so the New Eve method looks very closely at the menstrual cycle, helping to optimize it, helping to understand what your own cycle is and how to improve it for you. And of course, looking at the daily cycle, which a lot of people kind of not think about, was also very crucial. So that's the New Eve rhythm. The New Eve influence, which is the last element of the New Eve method, is about looking at the influence we have in the world and the influence that the world has on us. We have been called to subdue the earth. So we've been given talent, abilities, skills that can actually help us to create a better world around us. And also we know that because we are not islands, a lot of things that happen around us actually influence us, influence our thoughts, influence our emotions, influence our hormones, influence our well-being, influence the things we're able to achieve. So the New Eve influence is examining all of those factors and creating an environment that works for you so that you can become the best mom that you can be, and you can make the impact on your family, in your children, and in the world around you to the best of your ability. This is the New Eve influence. All of these elements, all of these 5 elements are crucial for helping a woman to regain the natural balance that God created her with from the very, very beginning. Regardless of where you are right now, regardless of what your circumstances are, I want to remind you that God created you to be fruitful and multiply and to fill the earth and subdue it. And the closer you are to the natural harmony that He created you with, the closer you are to being a new Eve, the easier it becomes to fulfill that mandate. So I hope to see you on my programs or in workshops or through my writing. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, admin@theneweveuniversity.org, and I'll respond to you as soon as I possibly can. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.